This is Teacher Turner from Think Academy. So today now let's look at question 17. So question 17 is a kind of journey problem, and you see Turner and Mark. Okay, Turner is me and Mark is another teacher in our company, and live at the same time from location A and B respectively, moving towards each other. They meet a certain point 20 minutes later, which means it's a kind of encounter question, right? Two people come here and encounter at the same place. It will take the same time. So actually we can draw a line, which means it's from A to B. Okay, so this one is location A and this one is location B. This one Turner from left to right, from A to B. And Mark from right to left. V means velocity, the speed of Turner and Mark. And remember the direction I have already labeled for you. And this is me, yeah, right, Turner. And this is teacher Mark. So they start at the same time and meet at this place. So we can label 20 minutes later, right? So the distance for Turner run is the blue line, and the distance for Mark run is the red line. So actually, the distance is just 20 times Vt and 20 times Vm. Okay, so now let's look at the second condition. If Turner walks 15 meters more per minute and Mark leave 2 minutes earlier than Turner, they will still meet at the same point. So which means, you see, Mark leave 2 minutes earlier, which means how many minutes will Mark in total run, right? Okay, so Mark run, the speed of Mark never change. So actually Mark will run here, which is 2 minutes in advance. So maybe my hand drawing is not correct. Yeah, I delete this one. Okay, so let's label it. Mark's distance is just 18 times Vm. And in this 18 minutes, Turner run the same time, but the different distance. It will be 18 times Vt plus 15. And remember one thing, the distance Turner run is always the same as the first time 20 minutes they meet, right? Because they arrived at the same point. So we can write the first algebraic equation is that 20 times Vt means the first time they run how many distance, and equals to 18 times Vt plus 15, which means under the condition 1, Turner works 15 meters per minute. So it will be 18 times Vt plus 15. Then after that, you can calculate. The speed of Turner is 135 meters per minute. Okay, now let's look at the third condition. Actually, the second condition. If Turner leaves 4 minutes later than Mark. Okay, so this time 4 minutes later than Mark. So if we consider this 4 minutes, how many time? What's the time Mark run in total? Yeah, you should plus this 4 minutes, right? So Mark should be run in total 24 minutes compared to the first time Mark run. So 24 minutes, how long Mark run? Yeah, they still meet at the same point, which means the distance of Mark is still 20 times Vm. But in this 24 minutes, the speed of Mark changed. It will become 25 meters lesser per minute. Okay, we can also draw the picture like that. And the distance is just 24 times the speed of Mark minus 25 meters per minute. Okay, so we have the second condition is like 24 times Vm minus 25 equals to 20 Vm. After that, you can calculate Vm equals to 150 meters per minute. And remember, let's come back to the first condition, right? So this one, the total distance between A and B is just this part plus this part. Use time to times the sum of speed. So we can calculate the distance. It's just Vt plus Vm, the sum of the speed in times 20 times the meeting time equals to 285 times 20 equals to 5,700 meters. And remember one important thing. The question asks you to find out in kilometers between location A and B. So you should change the unit of meter into kilometer. So it will be 5.7 kilometer. Okay, here's this question. And remember, for this kind of question, you need to think about what changed and what never changed. For example, in this question, the speed and the time changed, but you can also find out that the distance never changed and use the unchanged things to list the algebraic equation. For example, the second condition, you can find that the distance of turn and run is still 20 Vt. So 20 Vt equals to 18 times Vt plus 15. And from the second condition, you can find the distance mark run is still 20 times Vm. It will be 24 times Vm minus 25 equals to 20 Vm. And remember to find out the time. Yeah, the time changed. The first condition, Mark leave 2 minutes earlier than Turner. And in the second condition, Turner leaves 4 minutes later than Mark, which means Mark will run 4 more. It will be 24 minutes. Then after that, list all the algebraic equations and find out what the speed of Turner and what the speed of Mark. And use the sum of the speed times the meeting time. You can find out what is the total distance. Okay?